Hey, I'm Kyle Morris from Mulberry Cattle Farm here in Coleman County. I raise replacement heifers and steers sold for beef. I get a lot of questions about buying bulk beef. Some of the things people ask, how much space do I need? So my general rule is your hanging weight of a cow is how much meat you're going to get. So that's roughly 60% of the slaughter weight. So for my cows, if you buy from me, you're looking somewhere between 600 and 700 pounds of meat. And how that is divided up, if you're going to buy a freezer, I'd make sure I had at least 20 cubic feet. That'd be plenty of space. But if you want to buy half a beef, you could go as low as the 14 square feet, but you need to make sure you don't have anything else in it. So what do you talk about when you talk about buying bulk beef? You get your select cuts. Number one, if you want to know the difference in buying locally sourced grown beef versus buying beef from the grocery store, at this point with the price shortages, or the price we have due to the shortages in these feedlots, right now it's actually cheaper to buy from the farm. My prices on a half of beef, you buy for $5.50 a pound. And that's everything. That's ribeyes, that's your ground beef and everything. And if you go price at your local grocery store, you're paying way more than that. The average American eats around 4.5 pounds of beef a week. So you can kind of figure if your family's above average on that, you start putting pen to paper, you'll see how much money you'll save in the long run. Most of the time, people who buy their bulk beef will save over $1,000 a year. So, you talk about an extra $80 or so a month to your family by buying in bulk. The other thing is, these cows right here are raised locally, they're treated locally, they're processed locally. They're fed on the pastures around us, they're fed on feed that comes from local corn farmers, soybean farmers, and cotton farmers. So what you're getting is something that's locally grown here in Alabama, is processed in Alabama. It's not sent to Nebraska and then sent to a packing house. All this beef is done right here in Alabama. It's fresher, it's better, and the other thing is, if you go to a stockyard and you see a lot of the cows, you couldn't see the kill cows that are sent often for hamburger meat, they don't look like these. A lot of the kill cows that get turned into your ground beef and stuff, a lot of times are older, which means they're tougher. I try to process all my calves between 14 months and 36 months. Sometimes there's a little more than that, but most of them go between 14 and 16 months old. So what you're getting is a younger cow that is more tender, and what you're getting turned into beef is often a lot better product as far as what cuts get turned in, because you get to select. If you do a half or a whole, you get a cut sheet and you get to select. So as opposed to them throwing just the very bottom into your ground beef, maybe you don't want as much roast or things like that. So you were able to get a better piece of meat turned into your ground beef. Finally, if you want to know a little about how we do this and our story, our website's mulberrybencattle.com. We sell everything through that website, and you can go in. We do subscription boxes where you can buy 75 or 100 pounds of ground beef, 75 to 100 pounds of mixed beef and steaks, all the way up to halves and wholes. And you have payment systems. We'll work with you. We help deliver. So we'll do whatever it is to get you purchasing locally grown beef, because not only is it good for us, it's good for Alabama.